tour bus. So you're not roughing it, obviously, in the back of a van anymore. It's on a tour bus with nice leather seats and coffee machines and flat screen TVs and that. I mean, how did you adjust to that?
It was the first tour, the bus that Alan and Bob and me and ladies, it was a different bus than one Francis and Rick had, but I reckon it's the only way to tour really. The second tour was obviously the same bus they had, so in fact there were 4 buses on that tour, and 2 for the crew. Anyway, it's great because everything you ever want on the bus, because you haven't got to carry a bloody suitcase upstairs in the hotel, get out again, straight out to the next gig overnight and crash out on the bus. The beds were great, and also you could eat after the gig on the bus. We had fantastic catering, eat your hearts out, wonderful. And they gave us loads of stuff to put in on the bus and microwave it. Then all of a sudden this little door flew open in the bus and all this wine and beer kept looking at me. I couldn't work it out. I said to Bob, look at that, what do we do with that? He said, oh, I closed the door.
So has touring changed since you last toured back in '81 with the band?
Oh yeah, I mean we used to travel about in cars and we sort of select somebody to drive because we were so tired, and Bob could drive, and if he got tired I could drive, and I get tired and Rick would do it, and Francis. Alan never really wanted to drive, he was just in the back asleep. But it's so much better now because you've got everything you need, and the good thing is, I know some of the fans when we finish the gig, you like to come back, get photos and that. But the thing was, when you're doing those really big gigs, you've got to hit the road straight away because otherwise you will never get out. And the procedure was, Rick and Francis' bus would come out first, they'd jump on with their people. The next bus was ours, and me and Alan and Bob would get on the bus with the girls. And off we go to where the next gig was. And I remember sitting upstairs, because you've got a big bedroom at the front, one big one at the back, Alan was at the back. I was at the front, and you just sit in this bit on the bus with your feet up on the window thing, going up the Autobahn to the next gig in Germany or wherever it was. And you know, it's a way to go. And you go to sleep when you're tired, not it might be 2 in the morning, but it's still a way to not be tired, so stay up till you get tired, then go to sleep. But the good thing about it was that if you wanted to get your head down the bus after sound check, you could just walk into the car park with the bus and get up and go to bed and get up and do a gig. You know, it's the only, as far as I'm concerned, it's the only way to do touring now.
It's like a home from home then.
Ah, it's fantastic, yeah.
Brilliant, okay. Well, this was taken in a dressing room somewhere, so
I think that might be Manchester.
Right. So what was going through your head? It's the first gig. There must have been an awful lot of pressure on you. A lot of expectations. How did you feel? How did you feel on the way to Manchester, knowing that it's the first gig after all these years, and obviously knowing what people's expectations were and that? And how did you feel about that?
Well, it was quite tense, in fact, because some of you know Francis likes to pick up the pace on some of the songs, so he asked me to push a bit harder instead of laid back there. But also, I don't think many people knew that both tours, what I call a dry tour, no one was drinking before, and that was the rule of the band for some reason. And not like the old days, that bottle of wine still looking at me. And some of you fans, you probably noticed that some of it in the old days, I had a little table down there with a bottle of wine, a bottle of beer, some water. And if I was slowing down, I'd have to drink some wine to speed me up. And if I was going too fast, I'd drink some beer and slow me down. Yeah, it was quite different, and we're much older now, so we had to look after ourselves a bit. But it was good fun. I really enjoyed it, and it was nice for me and Al to be back playing with Francis and Rick, and it was really good fun. So I really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. And the height level, the peak of the tour, let's say, was Wembley Arena, and the slide we have here is the lineup of the bands Just the loading, actually.
That was the loading, yeah. Behind the stage. That was all the flight cases that carried equipment and stuff.
Nice to be playing Wembley again.
Oh, look at that. I bet everyone there had a bottle of wine in their hand at that time. You did. Good luck. That's great, yeah, that was something else. In fact, I remember playing there with the lads years ago, and Cliff Richard came to see the band. True, and he was a friend of Rick's, and he came up. And what they did at that gig, they changed the stage around to the other end, because it used to be up the other end. Because I remember when we used to play, all our guests were stage right up there, and when we did the sound check on the first night, was it 2 nights or one? Well, there was, that wasn't there, and someone told me they changed it round. I don't know why. But yeah, and I remember talking to Cliff at the time when people were coming in before the gig, and he was drinking a glass of red wine, I was drinking a beer. And I said, Cliff, you've got to get the Shadows back together, because I'm a bit of a Cliff Richard Shadows fan in the early days. Because when you work it out, see, I'm quite an old boy now, so I grew up with the Shadows and Cliff. And he said, John, it's getting Bruce to do it. I can't get Bruce to play with him. I said, oh, come on, mate, you'll be alright. No, mate, I'll let you know later.
And so this clip here was, I believe, at Wembley, and this was it. This was the end of the gig.
It's really a good advert for jeans, isn't it?
Someone should sponsor you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the old favourite cowboy boots with knacker that tour, they look a bit sad there, don't they? The jeans are tight, but so is the band. But we really enjoyed that tour, and it'd be nice to do it again, but that's another story.
You did 2014, and we are running out of time with this, so I'm going to have to just kind of fly through these slides, and then we're going to let the audience ask some questions, because that's what it's about.